G'day guys, what we're looking at now is pillar number 3, on-site health. So just as critical as the first two pillars that we spoke about, which was pillar 1 relevance, pillar 2 was authority. We need to make sure that the on-site health of our website is such that it makes it easy for search engines to find us, to discover us, and then to basically search and index our pages. If you don't get your pages indexed, you ain't going to rank. So it's critical that we make sure that we provide, like on a platter, when the search bot comes along and scans your website, you don't want it to be a difficult situation for that search bot to try and find out, identify what your business is, what are the opening times, where is it located. You want to basically hand that to them on a platter. And we do that through a different number of strategies. The first one being structured data markup. So that's in terms of, there's a level of coding involved there. So you want to make sure that you're getting that done right. But the idea there is that we are simply providing schema or structured data markup using the schema library to provide search bots with all the information that they need to take back to their spreadsheet and then index our website. Okay, so the third one there that I've got is metadata. So this is probably the most common area that I often find is lacking in website design. A lot of people just expect that the website designer has looked after all of the SEO issues. But this is an area, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of access to data, good quality data, which often website designers don't have. So what happens is when a search bot comes along and scans your website, it doesn't see the beautiful images and the nice graphic designs that are present on your website. It literally reads the code and the metadata that is in behind your website. So there are some critical meta tags that you have to have in place for Google to be able to read and understand what your site's about. I've had cases where clients have come to me after having had search engine optimization done for years on end, where they just weren't ranking, and literally overnight, I kid you not, overnight, I've simply gone in and inserted all of the relevant metadata, and overnight, because when I say overnight, there is a technique where you can actually force Google to fetch and render and re-index your site, and overnight the website and the relevant pages have all started to rank straight away for certain keywords. So the metadata we're talking about there, we're talking about meta descriptions. Every page should have an original meta description. We're talking about page titles. Every page should have a different page title, and it should be optimized for your keywords. We're talking about H tags, so things such as heading tags, H1 tags, H2, H3 tags, and there's a few others, but they're the main ones that you need to make sure that are completed. The other one actually is images. So every image on your website presents an opportunity to optimize for a keyword. There's strategies there that we use to tell search bots what that actually image is and how it relates to your keywords. Okay, broken links. Broken links can be a major problem on a website. So if there's a page that you have changed, or especially where you've changed the URL of a page because you wanted to include a keyword, but then you failed to redirect that old URL to the new one, that can create a broken link. All right, so Google doesn't like sending traffic to broken links. So if your website is full of broken links, that's reason enough for Google not to rank your website. Indexation issues. It's important that all of the pages that you want Google to see are indexed. So straight away that brings to mind a sitemap. Every website should have a sitemap, and that sitemap you should actually upload that to your Google Webmaster Tools, what we refer to now as Search Console. So if you're not aware of Search Console, we'll be talking about it down the track, but it's a free dashboard, and it's probably the most important free resource that you'll get on the internet. People sort of say that, you're up against Google. Google, fair dinkum, is our friend. Google provides us with so many free tools and resources because it's in the game of presenting quality sites. So it actually, surprisingly, gives us so many tools to help make our sites quality, high standard, and Google Search Console is one of those tools. And finally, site architecture. Once you've done your keyword research and you know exactly the keyword phrases that you're chasing, you can then set your website up to make sure that it is optimized for not only ranking for your keywords, but also in the various geographical locations. Because that's another common problem I often see. People come to me and go, look, Des, I want to rank in Brisbane, Sydney and Melbourne, but when you look at their website is only designed for ranking in one location. So there are some little strategies that we employ that on your website, which involves changing your site architecture slightly, which will allow you to actually rank in multiple locations. So Google won't rank your website, especially your homepage, if you're trying to rank for several different terms in several different locations. It just won't happen. So so they're the main points. There's a number of others that need to be considered, but they're the main points when it comes to Pillar 3, on-site health.